Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new series here on my channel. And this one is going to be a good one. It's a very relevant one because the FIFA World Cup starts in only a few days time, meaning in fact this is going to be a fresh new series. Basically what's going to happen is each episode I am going to be playing one match, and it is a match that's going to happen in the World Cup. Obviously once I get to the knockout stages, obviously the teams might differ from what might happen in real life in the World Cup knockout stages, but every episode we've got one game and I'm going to be playing every single game. So what I've done is on the new FIFA 18 World Cup mode, I have started a brand new tournament and I am taking control of every team, and my hope is at some stage I want to be in control of every team. So each game I'm going to be playing out of one of the two teams. So in this game is going to be the opening game that's going to happen in a couple of days time, which is Russia versus Saudi Arabia. Obviously the two teams in today's match isn't great, but there are some absolute blinders of fixtures. Is there a way that I can go into fixtures at all? Maybe not. Maybe there isn't. But obviously, right, I'll show you the group stages. So all 32 teams, and I'm in control of all of them. So obviously I would be playing every single game of the World Cup. So this episode is going to be Russia versus Saudi Arabia, and the next game is next episode is going to be Egypt Uruguay, which is going to be interesting because it's going to be like Mo Salah versus Luis Suarez. It's going to be a good matchup. In the Group B, there's going to be some interesting matches. There's going to be Portugal v Spain. In Group C, probably the one that stands out the most is probably France-Denmark. Group D will probably be Argentina-Croatia. Obviously, we get to see Nigeria's kit because, like every episode, one game of the World Cup. So I'm going to do it as often as I can. I might record a few at once, but obviously they'll be chopped up, and I'm going to be uploading them as and when I can. I was going to upload them when the match actually happened, but I thought, okay, maybe this series would last over a month. But we'll see how we go. I'm just going to upload them as and when I feel up to it. Obviously, Group E, Brazil versus, I don't know, Switzerland would be a good one. Group F would probably be Germany, Mexico over Sweden, because Sweden, they don't have Ibrahimovic. He has retired from international football. Group G is going to be interesting because it's England. Obviously, I want England to do well in the World Cup. And England, Belgium, obviously, is going to be a huge game. Group H, probably Poland, Colombia. That could be a good one. So it's Lewandowski versus teammate at the moment at Bayern Munich in James Rodriguez. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously, each game I'm just going to be playing one game, and I'm just going to be showing you pretty much just the game. But in this one, obviously, I'm introducing you to the series and seeing how we go. Obviously, there might not be many views on this one because it is Russia, Saudi Arabia, and I've chosen in this game that I will be controlling Russia. But yeah, like I said, I want to try and use every team, even though there might not be players or teams that like I like. I do want to try and experience every team at some stage. Hopefully, there might be a few that I don't use at all, but obviously that's bound to happen, I think. So in this one, obviously, is Russia, Saudi Arabia. So we are going to get into that. So let's have a quick look at the squad. See if there's anyone, first of all, I know. From first look, I've heard of Smolov. I don't know what he's like. I've heard of this centre mid. Actually, what's Smolov like up front? Okay, he's not great. I've heard of Dazuba on the bench. I've heard of I know Akinfeev as a goalkeeper. He's a decent goalkeeper. Kirakev or Kirashev. Okay, Smolnikov. Okay, there's no. Oh, I know Cochrane, but like, he's only 80 rated now. But I'm that's one thing I will say. Every team that I control, I'm gonna leave it in their formation. So this one is a dodgy one. It's like 3-5-1-1, which should be interesting. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get into it. So like I said, each game I'm gonna be choosing it. I'm not necessarily gonna choose the home team, even though everyone's gonna be playing on neutral ground in Russia, except for obviously Russia. But in this case, I'm gonna be the hosts. Because chances are Saudi Arabia aren't going to be too good. But yeah, it's actually a good chance to see like the new kits for the World Cup teams, and also it's a good chance to see how teams might do actually. Obviously, the group stage is how I'm going to be playing them. Once the group stage is over, it doesn't necessarily mean that in the World Cup it's going to be like that. I'm just going to choose the teams that I want to use, but like I said, I want to try and beat everyone. So it's actually quite a nice home kit from Russia. Oh, I kind of like that away kit, to be honest. Does that guy actually have his proper face for Saudi Arabia? That's pretty cool. They have two okay kits. They're pretty basic. They're like England, so just two different colours, basically. Sponsored by Nike. They're pretty dull, but two pretty decent kits. I kind of like that. So I think I'm just going to use that start team. One thing I should say also is I am going to be playing this on world class with 4.5. So the games aren't too long. So it means the episodes are going to be quite condensed, except for this episode because I've been rambling for the last few minutes. But yeah, it's very interesting. I'm not going to cut anything out. I do love this presentation while loading up. So it says here we're in the Luzhniki Stadium, capacity 80,000, founded 1956. Group stage match, Russia versus Saudi Arabia in Moscow. We are about to go. Press options button to play. Let's go. I do like how the bibs actually do show the Russia 2018 World Cup on it. Okay, actually some of Saudi Arabia players do actually have their proper face. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to show bits of the presentation leading up to the match because I haven't really looked at it myself. I do like the overlay and layout of it. It's pretty cool. Obviously I'm going to talk over Martin Tyler, even though Martin Tyler's a legend, but it's a good chance to see sort of what players there are and just soak in the atmosphere, because obviously each episode is going to be one match, so I want it to present itself as a big match. This is going to be the opening game of the FIFA World Cup. I'm actually so excited for the World Cup, and alongside this I am going to obviously be doing my Honor of Henri series, and that is the first episode is yet to go up, so stay tuned for that. And you'll probably say, I do actually really like how the Saudi Arabia players do actually have their proper face. I believe that Saudi Arabia are a team that have been added obviously since the World Cup update, so I think that's why they've added their faces, whereas Russia, most of these are very generic faces. There's one there, number 10, I don't even know who that is. It probably a striker, I don't know. So obviously it's going through the national anthems at the moment. But look at these. Oh, some of them have got actual faces. Number 3 has, number 13 has. God, he looks cool. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know who anyone is in the Saudi Arabia team. I'm not gonna lie. But no, this presentation is decent. Obviously, like I said, this is not going to be the greatest match because it is Russia versus Saudi Arabia. But there are going to be sick games, and obviously the latter stage of this series, to getting towards the final, the semi-finals, quarter-finals, the games should be sick, because if I take control of the bigger teams more, it means they're probably more likely to go through. And there is going to be some cases where I don't win every match that I am going to be in control of. There could be draws, but I'm just going to play with these teams. I kind of like this presentation. I've not really had a look at them. So look, there's that 5 in midfield, and I like how it shows who the players are. So it's number 10 that had his actual face, number 11 up front doesn't. Shows who's on the bench as well. That's decent. Let's have a look at the players in Saudi Arabia. So we've got, I think most of these have, so it's their right back, Al Sharani, that's got his actual face. So it looks like Al Faraj has got his, and it's Al Abed on the left wing, it seems. Al Salawi. Oh, I've heard of Al Salawi actually. So we are ready to kick off the FIFA World Cup 2018 in Russia. Let's go. Alright, so I'm actually going to keep on playing my mentality of team pressing and attack, because that's just how I play FIFA. And let's go. So we'll just keep in possession. Obviously, each game with different formations, different players, I'm going to have to get used to it. It might take me a while to bed in, but let's see what we can do. Okay, good turn by Al Masawik, or whatever his name is. I actually don't know. Keep them. Lovely. I feel like Russia should win this game in the World Cup. I love how it shows the group. Obviously, no one's played. Next episode is going to be so interesting. Salah versus Suarez. One current Liverpool icon and one ex-Liverpool icon. Obviously, me being a Liverpool fan, that's going to be a good matchup, and I can't wait to watch it in real life. Hopefully, Salah is fit to play against Uruguay after picking up his injury in the Champions League final, but we'll see. Okay, so I need to start like oh, it looks like there was a handball there. Right, let's just go short. Oh, I didn't mean to change play there, but it don't matter. I have to remember these are only 4-minute hours, so the games are going to go quick, so I need to like really think about trying to do it. Can we cut back? Yes, we can. Roush into the box. Is this going to be the first goal of the World Cup? No, it's not. Whoever gets the first goal, obviously we're going to be tracking like top goal scorers in this tournament. We're going to be doing all sorts. I'm not saying this is going to be a full prediction of what's going to happen. It's my interpretation of what's going to happen. And obviously I needed to be the host in the first episode. I'm not going to choose the underdog just for being the underdog's sake. I'm going to actually really think about what team I think is going to win in real life, and then probably be them to give them obviously a decent chance of winning. Honestly, right now, not many chances in the first 19 minutes. I need to get used to this. My first game of FIFA today, so first one probably is going to be the worst one. Okay, Smolov gives it back to Almachawak, or whatever his name is. Samadov, it looks like he's got grey hair. Okay, that's going to go out. That was a very deep cross. I like the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar advertising hoardings on the side. I really do like that. Okay. Al-Salawi, probably their biggest threat, I'd probably say. It's the only one really I've heard of. This guy has his proper face, so he must be pretty decent. I don't know what ratings any of the Saudi Arabia team is, but fair play to them for getting to the World Cup. Okay, let's bring the ball away. Ref, come on, that's a foul. Al-Abed. Samadov. I remember when they had like players like Pavlyuchenko, Arshavin. That was the time where like I knew a bit about Russia as a team, but 2018, it's not the same. Actually, yeah, to be fair, Arshavin and Pavlyuchenko, that was about 2009. God, I'm old. Okay, so a third of this game's gone already, and as a YouTube video that's showing this game, it's not the greatest. Obviously in the titles I'm not giving away like score lines. You'll have to actually watch it to find out what the scoreline. Obviously you can actually just skip to the end and see what the scoreline is. Okay, here we go. Cut back. It's actually hard to break down Saudi Arabia's team. I can't remember what formation they're playing. I don't know if they're playing three at the back like Russia are. But it's been a tight affair so far. Obviously Saudi Arabia, if they could get a draw in this game, that'll start them off pretty well actually in the World Cup group stage, especially with two tough teams like Egypt and Uruguay, who are the teams that I would actually predict to get through to the knockout stages. Well, it's dependent on Salah, to be honest, and I'm not saying that like Egypt needs Salah, but they kind of do at the same time. It's so hard to break this team down, and I feel like my best bet is like a crossing. Oh, that's poor. Oh, good save by, I don't know the keeper, but it's nearly half time. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, 3 minutes are up, but Saudi Arabia on their last attack, you would say, and we're able to get it away, and it's half time. 0-0 in the first half of the first game of the FIFA World Cup, and unfortunately, I like how the fans look, but unfortunately it is 0-0 and nothing really to shout about. We still haven't seen the first goal of the tournament, and looking at that, only 3 shots, 2 on target, none by Saudi Arabia. But to be fair, possession has been pretty equal. I'm not going to change much of the team just yet. Actually, let's have a see who's on the bench again. We've got Zuba, but I don't know. Oh, he's got 93 strength actually. I might actually bring him on for this Machawuk. Put Zuba up front, put Smolov just behind. Oh, I know Yuri Zirkov actually. You know what? You can go on the right side, and I'm just going to swap you around. There we go. So I know he can like bomb up and down on the left wing. I remember that he used to play for Chelsea and CSKA Moscow, I think, before that. I don't know who since or who now. Okay, Yuri Zirkov. He hits it. Ooh. He's got a decent strike actually on him. Okay, let's get that down. Let's get it to Dzuba, who's big and strong. Smolov having a shot just wide. Well, when I say just wide, it was actually quite wide. But we probably had more threat at the start of this opening 6 minutes of the second half than we have in the first half. Nearly had the same amount of shots, which is crazy to think. But two very good shots by our two subs. Oh no, it was Smolov. Right, got the second shot. Get it into Dzuba's feet. Gets it out wide. Good ball. And it is the first goal of the FIFA World Cup. I don't know who it is right now. Number 11. Is that Smolov? I think. Yeah, it's Smolov. Smolov has scored the opening goal of the FIFA World Cup here in Russia. And to be fair, it's a very good volley. But keeper should have done a lot better. Great ball in from our left back that we put it to, like right wing back. But yeah, 1-0 to the hosts. Pretty decent goal, but bad goalkeeping. Saudi Arabia will be a bit angry at that, and they need to start making chances. I think they are going to go more attacking as the second half goes on. But just before the hour mark, 1-0 Russia, and we're looking to capitalise straight away. Oh, well done. Okay, let's see what we can do. Our mark now has passed in this opening game. At this stage, they are going to be on 3 points in the group stage, in Group A. Zurkov has a chance. Oh, it's a poor shot, but it's actually a decent save. Pushed it away out of the danger zone. And Saudi Arabia were off up the other side. But Zurkov has actually had a couple of shots already in this second half since coming on. Oh, dear. Okay, the pace of the game has now increased. But going into the last 20 minutes soon, Saudi Arabia need to get some shots away. Get out to Zurkov. Oh, that's brilliant. Got some height in the box, I think. Good ball in, good header, but just wide by Golovin. Or Golovin. I don't know how to say it in like a Russian accent, so. But the hosts doing what they need to do at the moment. Just to see out this game and creating chances though. That's brilliant. Oh, I couldn't get onto the end of it after intercepting the pass. Let's go back. Okay, Russia has started to play a lot better since that opening goal. Zurkov has been so far so good. I think Smolov overall you would probably say man of the match at this stage, just because he's got the opening goal. But the home fans are definitely happy with this start. Dzuba! Oh! Just over! I thought it was going in. Saudi Arabia making yet another change. The two changes we made at halftime have definitely changed this game. I think Saudi Arabia are going to start going attacking, meaning that there's going to be space in behind for Dzuba and Smolov to really capitalise and get Russia off to a blinded start with yet another goal. Okay, he just kind of gave up then. Smolov. Okay, got just a bit crowded out. Ooh, nearly won it back. Okay. Dzuba has got he's got the strength to get away. Oh, Zurkov with a header, but it's never really going to trouble. We are now about to go into the last 5 minutes of this game. Yet to see a shot from Saudi Arabia, but we'll see. Got Dzalgov, or however you say it, and it's gone out for. Is this the first corner? And normally what I do is I just head near post, and if there's someone there, they can head it. Smolov again, but good save. Much better save. Honestly, if it stays like this, the keeper's going to have a lot of Saudi Arabian fans are going to have their opinion to say on the bad goalkeeping. I know that if it happened to me, well, it has happened to me when Karius had a shocker in the Champions League final. I had a lot to say, but at the end of the day, you've got to still. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I was still concentrating, even though I was speaking about like Karius Champions League final, how we had a shocker. But Saudi Arabia have responded in added time in the last few seconds with their first shot of the game. It's actually a very good finish by, is that left winger, Al Abed? Brilliant finish, and Akinfeev was nowhere. I don't know what he was doing. He was like kind of diving into his own goal. But Saudi Arabia have got back into this, and it looks like they're going to nick a point against the hosts in the opening game. For anyone that stayed until the last few seconds in this game, it's been drama, and Russia are going to have to just accept a point. I don't know why you've got a smile on your face, mate. You have dropped points in the last few seconds, and like I said, even though I'm controlling the team, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to win every game, and that's proven my point. Like, you'd probably say Russia are clear favourites, but power of the World Cup, power of like having a shot, and the thing is, we didn't know how their shooting was, Saudi Arabia, because like we hadn't seen one until the 90th minute, and Nawaf Al Abed gets an equaliser, and it has ended 1-1 in the opening game of Russia 2018 FIFA World Cup. Let's have a look at the stats, and that just shows my point how one-sided it was. 11 shots by Russia, 6 on target. Saudi Arabia had 1 shot in the game, and that was the shot that went in. And yeah, what can you say? You've got to applaud Saudi Arabia. They probably had a game plan of like sitting deep, trying to limit the chances from Russia. This is a graphic I really like, how it updates the group as you play, and then it goes back into the main menus. Obviously, next episode we have the other 2 teams from the group in Egypt and Uruguay. You're not going to want to miss that. So that is going to be next episode. But I'm lost of words. Absolutely brilliant from Saudi Arabia, who probably thought, well, I thought when we went 1-0 up, I don't see Saudi Arabia getting back into that, especially because we didn't see a shot from them. But Al Abed did very well to score, and that is going to wrap up this starting, well, the first episode of my FIFA World Cup series. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I'm actually very surprised. That game actually wasn't as bad as everyone probably would have thought. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Plenty of action, but next episode you don't want to miss it, and I will see you there. Goodbye.